A poll put out earlier this week by Emerson College showed that more than 40% of Andrew Yang supporters, the Yang Gang, more than 40% of them will not back another Democrat for president if Andrew Yang does not get the nomination. I think the actual number is 42. So 42% of the Yang Gang says it's Yang or nothing. That's a terrifying number, folks. When you have nearly half of a candidate's support, even if it is somebody who's only polling 5 or 6% nationally, half their supporters say we're not going to vote for a Democrat, suddenly off the top, you just lost 2 or 3% of voters. 2 or 3%, as we all know, is more than enough to swing an election with as close as they've been over the last few years. That's a dangerous number. And a lot of people are probably quick to jump out there and say, well, that's because the Yang Gangers, they're mostly libertarians. There's a lot of conservatives in there. They're not actually Democrats, so why should we care? We shouldn't cater to them. And I don't think, we should change our policies for them, but I think we need to look a little bit harder at the Democratic Party and find out why people are attracted to one person and one person only. Why is there so much difference with these candidates that there is no room for substitutions? That's a scary thought, and I don't think that's a conversation that has been properly had by anybody on the left. Why do we have Bernie or busters, which we do not have nearly as many as we had in 2016, and most of the people who claimed to be Bernie or bust in 2016 weren't even that way? Why do we have 42% of Yang Gangers saying they're not going to vote for anybody but Yang? We've got Biden people telling us that they want to only vote for Biden. Only Buttigieg and Warren in this latest poll did not have a single supporter who said that they were Buttigieg or bust or Warren or bust. Question is why? Why are the candidates so incredibly different? Because that's what the Democratic Party is. The Democratic Party, folks, believe it or not, is still a party that's trying to find its soul. It had one under FDR, had one for a couple decades after that, but it lost its soul during the Clinton years. Didn't know who we were. Are we progressives? Are we democratic socialists? Are we centrists? We don't know. And that's why we have this split today. That's why we have these numbers. We have problems in the Democratic Party. And it's not the voters' fault. It's our own. What are you doing? It's over. The video's over. I'm done complaining about everything, and that's it. The end. Leave. Well, okay, if you're going to stick around, maybe you should give us a like, a comment, a share, or just subscribe to stay connected with all of our content. Or maybe you should consider becoming a member for some exclusive content and perks. Just follow the link in the description. Now, go. Just go.